Hello friends, welcome to another quick guide, and today I'm going to talk about muscle testing. So for those of you who are not familiar with muscle testing, there's a team building exercise. I feel like a lot of people have encountered this, and you hold your arm out, and they'll ask you to think of a positive memory. And then you're supposed to hold your arm strong and prevent somebody from pushing your arm down. Okay. And then you think, then you're told to think of a negative memory. And you're not supposed to say it out loud, just think of it. And then when you try to hold strong against them pushing your arm down, you can't. Okay. So that's a form of muscle testing. You need two people to do that, but I used to see a naturopath that actually would incorporate this form, as well as the one that I'm going to show you that you can do yourself at home. But that is your body telling you, hey, I like this and I don't like this. So I'm going to go over a few reasons why I incorporate muscle testing into my day-to-day, and that I think might help some of you. Now, the way I understand it, and I'm not a kinesiologist, but when I've checked in with my body about kind of what's going on here. So, all right, the way I do it is I hold my ring and my ring finger and my thumb together, and this creates a circuit. Okay, and so when it's a positive, that circuit stays strong, and you just want to you hold strong, body show me yes, body show me no. So when it's a no, my body disconnects this circuit and I'm able to pull my finger through. So body show me yes, body show me no. It comes right through. And that's not from me letting go. I can't hold that finger there. Okay. So some reasons why I do muscle testing, and I have some notes here that I'm just making sure I cover everything. So, okay. So a lot of times when I have I don't know what I want to eat, or I'm trying to pick between two different things, I'm like, hey body, which one would you rather have? And so that's one way I use muscle testing. I also have a corn intolerance. So I could hold a piece of corn in my hand and muscle test that, and my body will tell me no all day long, even if it has corn syrup in it, corn starch, any stuff like that. I will often do it. Let's say that I'm planning on going to the gym early in the morning, but then I don't get to sleep until 2 a.m. And so I'm like, all right, body, we plan on going to the gym. I was like, do you want me to set the alarm to go to the gym, or do you want more sleep? And sometimes I get gym, and sometimes my body's like, no, we need the sleep. So instead of pushing myself to set the alarm early, go exercise on very little sleep. And it turns out like my body already knows, like, we're going to get plenty of exercise in the garden. So, it wasn't even necessary to go to the gym necessarily. So anyway, that's another way that I incorporate muscle testing. Another one is, okay, when things are going on in my body. So I am a big transmuter of dense energies. Sometimes they're my own, sometimes it's from people that I'm around, and sometimes it's for the collective. When I've been on spiritual retreats, I can feel my body like rapid fire transmuting dense energies. And so the way that my body does this is one of the ways. It'll drop into my right hip or my sacrum, and as it moves, it will move out through my hips, out of my left hip. It moves in that direction. Now, the way I figured this out is through muscle testing. Once I started noticing patterns. And so ages ago, I would have thought, like, I did something, I messed up my back, I hurt my back, I pulled a muscle, it's a nerve issue, fill in the blank. But it's not. It is every time It is me processing dense energies and transmuting energies. Um, there's been other weird sensations I've experienced that have been, so I'll ask my body, am I receiving an activation? So I might have like heart fluttering or weird sensations here, some of the high heart and throat expansions and whatnot. Sometimes it's an activation, and I'll be like, body, is this sensation I'm feeling, am I receiving an activation right now? So no, I'm not. Am I receiving an upgrade? No. Just to give you an example. Is this energetic? I still have it a little bit. My left shoulder has been bothering me for quite some time now, and it is energetic. And well, body, is the sensation in my shoulder due to is it connected? Is it energetic? Yes. I know what it is, and I know it will go away. But that's also how I figured out I needed to book a session with somebody to help me with my shoulder. So the person popped in my head that I need to book a session with, and I was like, "Hey, body, do you want me to book a session with so and so for the shoulder?" And I got a yes. I will often ask my body, like, "Hey, do we need to go to the chiropractor? Is this pain or sensation from me transmuting energy?" You know, things like that. It's a very useful tool, muscle testing. And also, one other way that I'll incorporate it is rapid fire questioning. So when I connect with my oversoul, or I could be connecting with the divine original earth blueprint grid. Always a mouthful for me to say. If there's something I'm doing where I have to do rapid fire questions, I will first connect in my normal way, and then I'll ask, "Hey, can we communicate through muscle testing?" And then so I'll get my yes, and then I'll say, "Okay, show me through muscle testing a yes, and show me a no," and so then I can just go through and do it that way. So yeah, I'm sure there's other ways to incorporate this, but I hope that helps some people out there, and I know it helps me. I use this every day. So, all right, much love, everybody. Take care.